and I couldn't ever explain to her how to fix it.
Oh. Padded Room Radio is back on the air. My name is Darian, and I have rejoined you for yet another week of horror bullshit. I am not alone as usual. Miss Monica is in the house. What's up, baby doll?
I am here.
How are you doing, Monica?
Hanging in there.
Oh, no. That sounds terrible. Why are we hanging in there, Monica?
Well, we had the parole officer's family was in town.
Right.
Stepdad's side, so we had to hang out and
very cool.
Go out with them. But It was a good time.
Right on. Usually is.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But then it was back to work.
That's the worst. Going back to work after a vacation, you always walk in that first day back and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get fired. And everybody knows it. Because they found out about the shit while I was gone, whatever the shit is. They found out about the porn stash in the bathroom. I'm going to get fired any minute now. And then nothing ever happens because you didn't miss anything. And then you just go back to your sucky job and everything's fine.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a good time, though.
Right on. Let me ask you a question there, Monica. Is the crud going around Phoenix the way it is up here in Reno?
I don't think so.
Lucky you. Right now, I am the only one in my house that is of sound mind and body. Everybody else in here is sick.
Oh.
It's going all around the town, too. It's everybody I know is getting sick all of a sudden, except for me.
Yeah, if you were to get sick in this heat, then there's something wrong with you.
It'd be difficult to do, I assume. I don't know how you even pull that off, now that I think about it. Probably just some kind of communicable. You probably get like a lot of malaria down there, right? Mosquitoes?
We got something yeah, we do have a lot of mosquitoes. I got bit four spots last night just from walking the dogs.
It's because you're so tan, dude.
Well, and every night I spray my legs with off spray. I never miss it, but last night I missed it, and boom.
Oh, yeah.
Got me, fuckers.
They saw you coming.
But we got something called, what is it? Desert or Valley Fever?
Ooh.
I guess you
That sounds like a dating app.
Yeah, well, apparently you don't want to get it, because if you do, I mean, it could fucking cause brain damage, and you're lucky if you survive it, apparently.
I feel the same way about dating apps, really. Yeah, brain damage, easily. Could easily get stabbed, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on how stupid women are.
Oh, no. It does happen. Well, inmates, we are without Dusty tonight. He is exploring the wonderful world of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He sent me a picture from a Penguins game, the son of a bitch. He's out there living his best life. I'm here talking about horror movies. How dare he? One could argue that I'm actually the one living my best life, and he's the one stuck in Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, I would have no desire to go to that state.
Yeah, I might. There might be something there to check out. I don't think I want to see a Penguins game, though, or a Steelers game. Well, the Steelers are playing the Vikes, but then I'd probably get beat up. I don't know. There's got to be something fun to do in Pittsburgh, I'm sure.
Maybe.
All right. Well, enough about us and our horse shit. How about some the regular show here? We got horror news. We got listener mail. We got all the usual shenanigans. I say, Miss Monica, we hit it with a little horror news.
Okay.
Horror news.
Yes, ma'am. All kinds of fun things on the horror news front. Monica, have you seen this new Stranger Things Tales from '85 yet?
No.
Animated series on Netflix, spin-off of the original Stranger Things.
Yeah, I won't be watching that.
Whoa, what is this now? You got something against Stranger Things?
No, I'm not really. Yeah, I'll pass on cartoons.
I get it. It's dude. Who was it? I think it was Cake Wolf, or was it Buddy? I think tried to get us going on animated horror movies. They were all dumb. I felt like they were all dumb, except for the Castlevania one. But all that weird Japanese stuff, it's just tentacle rape. That's not scary.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
It's actually kind of hot. Sometimes. Sometimes not too mad at tentacle stuff. Anyway, Stranger Things Tales from '85 has been renewed for a second season, getting a fall premiere. So you got plenty of time to catch up, Monica, if you're into it.
Well, I could see that. Okay.
Do you remember a movie from, I want to say, 1982? It starred Sam Neill, and speaking of tentacle rape, there was tentacle rape in it. It was called Possession. Do you remember this one?
Yes.
Getting a remake by our old friend, supposedly, Finn Parker.
I was just reading that.
What do you think of this?
Okay. Well, I think they've come a long way in years, so maybe a remake would be better.
Okay.
I would hope so. Is he going to star in it again too?
I would imagine not. He's old, man.
Yeah, he was old when I first saw him, so he's older now.
Oh yeah. That's such a weird fucking movie, Monica.
Yes, it was.
It's like 99% this guy's wife is leaving him, and he just doesn't know how to deal with that. So he gets all, secretive spies spying on her stuff and basically abandons their child. And then at the end, you find out she left him so that she could fuck a octopus? I think?
Yeah.
Right?
That was very strange.
Yeah, and they kind of knocked on the door of like a alien apocalypse at the end, but that was a little ambiguous. So, it's an interesting movie. I'll tell you that. Finn Parker, he directed the Smile movies. I don't know if he's the guy. I don't know if he's up to this task. This is, you're taking on a lot there, Mr. Parker. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, okay. I guess. Speaking of remakes, our other old friend, Curry Barker, is directing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot.
I saw this too.
I mean, it's I feel like we get one of these every 10 years, 6 to 10 years. We get another Texas Chainsaw reboot, retooling, reimagining. I don't know. The last one, I was not mad at the last one. When they brought Sally Hardesty back as like a weird Texas Ranger bad bitch kind of a individual. And the scene with the shit pipe was pretty funny. But I don't know. Curry Barker, he did Obsession, which comes out later this year. Warnings, The Chair. He's done some decent horror work. And really, how hard is it to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Really, all you need is a big dude with a jacked up face and a chainsaw.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you have your leather face element, and then after that, you can kind of roll into whatever you want, as long as it's somewhat vaguely Texas cannibal related or adjacent. Then you're okay. So I don't know. I'll check it out when it comes out eventually, I guess. What else we got here? We got a fan film out there, Monica.
Ooh.
It's already out on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's called Days of Sodom, and it is a Crow fan film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, new interpretation of The Crow. It is, I believe, 160 minutes long, so knocking on the door of 3 hours.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Some of these fan films are actually pretty good. Remember, what was it, Don't Hike Alone? That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. And there's been a couple of Predator fan films that were pretty good. Who knows? I have not watched it, but if anybody's interested, it's already on YouTube. You can watch the whole goddamn thing if you want. So if you're jonesing for some Crow action. Did you watch that last Crow, the remake, Monica?
Yes, I did.
What do you think of that?
So honestly, when I first started watching it, I was not happy with it.
Okay.
But the more I got into the movie, I love it. I actually love the movie.
I was not mad at it at all. I think a lot of people were pissed because it wasn't a kung fu movie like the original Crow. But it was. I mean, you didn't get your kung fu, but you did get plenty of gunfights and people getting hacked up with swords and all that shit. The difference, though, was that in the original Crow, you jumped right into revenge, whereas in this one, you spent a lot of time in love story land before you get to the revenge. So I actually was not mad at it at all, but I knew it wasn't going to be a kung fu movie, unfortunately. So if you can put that on the shelf, then I think you'll enjoy that too. I'm interested to see where this fan film thing is going. So maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll check that out this week. Lastly, Fear Factor: House of Fear, hosted by Johnny Knoxville. Are you watching this one at all?
I watched the show that was just on. I am caught up on it.
Okay, what do you think?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like Johnny Knoxville anyway.
Me too.
It just, I feel it's a little more tamer than the original.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I haven't watched it yet, but I look forward to it eventually. It has also been renewed for a second season, so you're getting more Knoxville coming at you.
All right.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's Fear Factor was more brutal.
I heard that, and it was much more like, dude, I'll be honest with you. I can eat just about anything. As long as I can convince myself that it's something else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of heights. Bugs don't bother me. Spiders don't bother me. But if they had some kind of a thing where you had to shit your pants on live television, that's where I'm tapping out, dude. I'm not. That's like my most. I wake up in a cold sweat at least 3 times a week, having a nightmare that I shat my pants at work, or on the football, coaching my kids on the football field. Just something. Oh God, what? Oh shit. Oh, it's just a dream, Darian. Oh God. Okay. Oh.
There was an actual scene in there. I can't remember if it was second to the last episode, but the guy actually did have, I can't remember if it was a cricket crawled in his ear. Like his ear was bleeding and he was crying.
Oh, wow. That sounds painful.
Yeah, they rushed him off in the ambulance and got the cricket out.
Okay, that might be my new go-to phobia. Creepy crawlies in my orifices. That
you don't want that.
Especially if I can't dig it out with my own fingers. You know what I mean? Like you got to get the forceps or something. Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Enough about that. That's all I got on horror news, kiddo. What do you got for us?
I got 2 things. So this Friday, we have a new release coming out called Salt Along the Tongue.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
No, I don't think I can even pronounce it.
Yeah, so apparently it's about a daughter who loses her mother, but then the mother has a twin sister that the daughter goes to live with. And once she moves in with the aunt, all this creepy stuff starts coming out of the house. So I'm guessing it's going to be a supernatural type of movie.
Okay.
But that'll be out this Friday.
Does it look English, or it seems like it's probably Malaysian or something?
But no, it's actually Australian.
Oh, Australia. Okay, that makes sense.
That's why I was kind of like into it, because when I went down the list, I was like, oh, this is Australian. Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And then this one, I'm not really sure, but I am reading that I Am Legend is in development.
Yeah.
And they already have the script written. They got the director on board, and apparently Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan and the director and writer all sat down and discussed everything for hours in a room.
Okay.
So I guess I like Michael B. anyway.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to this.
I like him. I never really liked I Am Legend, be honest with you.
I liked it. I just don't like fucking Will Smith.
I'm not a huge fan of Will Smith. Either. But like knowing that is supposed to be a Richard Matheson adaptation. In like we've seen Omega Man, we've seen The Last Man on Earth, we've seen various iterations of this story, and we know how this is supposed to end. That is not how it's supposed to end. So
yeah, that would suck.
I mean, I watched it and I was like, what the fuck? These are vampires? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because they look like the robots from iRobot. You know, they're all like pasty white and they're all very clearly not the best CGI. I don't know why we couldn't just have some actors in there, but whatever. And then at the end, you're like, no, excuse me, no, that's not how this works. No. He's not a good guy. He's the bad guy. It just ruined everything for me. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what those things were anyway. I still relate to them as zombies. He just came out at night.
Yeah, whatever. They're like albino things. I don't know, dude. Who cares?
Yeah, you would think if they're really going to do this, that with all the money they have now and all the technology, that we would get a really good movie now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be better than the first.
Yeah, and that's all I got.
All right. I think it's time for some listener mail then.
Okay.
Listener mail.
All right, Monica, we got a voicemail coming all the way from, or email actually, coming all the way from Sydney, Australia. Here comes Team.
All right.
Subject line, congratulations, Dusty. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Miss Monty, Big Dust, and of course the one and only Fart Wolf. That's me. He's talking about me. I'm now the Fart Wolf. Thank you very much for that, Tim. How are we this week? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Congratulations to Dusty on his Terradome win. Overall, this year's Terradome was good, besides my Deadites losing against the Demons, but it's good to see a team that doesn't usually win. Fart Wolf, you are Candyland. You are correct. That is a funky, dirty movie. Which makes me feel like I should frequent more truck stops. Because some of those chicks were all right. Anyway, I'm very excited for the next Terradome to start. So hurry up, Fart Wolf, make that shit happen. That's all for me. Much love, Tim. Right on, Tim. Thanks for writing in, amigo. Well,
yeah,
it's gonna be a little while before we get to the next Terradome, big dog. But we got something new and exciting headed right to your butthole tonight. It's a brand new segment, something you've never experienced before. And neither have we, for that matter, because I don't know about you, Monica, but this was my first time dipping my toes into this stuff. So
Me too.
yeah, I'm excited for where it's going. I'm pretty happy with it so far. But put your helmet on for that, Tim, because that's coming at you here in a little bit. That was all we had on the emails. I think we got some voicemails going on here. All right, let's kick things off with our main man in Alabama. Big Al is in the house.
Hey, out of the room. What's up?
What's up,
Hope
Alan?
Everybody's good.
I'm good.
Congratulations to the werewolves and fuck the Krites.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Darian, I do believe you're Candyland.
You got me.
I really liked that movie.
That is a interesting film.
Let's see, what did I watch this week? I watched
Gross me out.
Pretty Lethal.
Okay.
I liked it.
Right
Thought
on.
it was good. Then I watched Toolbox Murders, the original.
Woo!
I
Get
own
into that in
it,
a
but
second.
I didn't feel like digging it out, and I found it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I love me some sleazy 70s horror.
It is sleazy.
The chick in the bathtub actually went on to a career in porn.
Not
and now
surprising.
she does makeup and stuff on porn. And if I remember correctly, I saw like an interview with her, and she was talking about she wasn't acting when she was masturbating. She was doing it for real.
Oh, dropped a digit on there.
Anyway, that's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
The makeup artist on the porn set. You know, I mean, it's like if you were a mashed potato sculptor. I don't know if such a career exists, but like, you know, you make this wonderful sculpture out of mashed potatoes, and it looks amazing, and then a bunch of people come eat it and fuck it all up. You know, it's like painting the Mona Lisa every day for work, and then somebody comes and beats off on it. Oh, that's got to be a hard career to have. Porn star makeup artist. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever you do, I guess you just get some like waterproof mascara or something, or jizz proof, whatever. All right. Enough jokes about that. That's interesting stuff, man. I'm glad she was actually fiddling the diddle when they were filming that. Looks like Alan called back.
Pat in the room, what's up?
What's up, Al?
I was just thinking, after watching Sorority Row, I discovered this local band from Birmingham called No Cure, and they
Okay.
had a song called Kill a Frat Boy.
Love that.
And I also feel that, considering the subject matter of tonight's movie, Hammer Smashed Face by Cannibal Corpse would be quite the appropriate song.
I mean, it
That's
comes out
all.
with
Talk to
Toolbox.
y'all later. Bye.
Beautiful. Hammer Smashed Face by Cannibal Corpse. Great tune. Most popularly known as being played in a movie that I took my very first date ever on to see, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Yeah, that scene where he goes down into the club underground to meet with his hacker friend, that was actually Cannibal Corpse in the movie playing Hammer Smashed Face. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that is a factoid for you to fold up and put in your back pocket. There you have it. Thanks for calling back, Alan. Here comes Mad Max himself. Mr. Tom Hardy's in the house. Hey-yo!
Hey-yo, padded room. How's my favorite degenerates this week?
Well, I'm
I
here.
hope everyone is doing well.
I'm well.
The conclusion
Nobody
of
else
the
is.
tainted 2025 Terror Dome.
Okay.
The only one that's going down into the history books with an asterisk.
All right.
Even if Dusty, hey, congratulations, Dusty. Congratulations on your tainted champion.
Fair and square, he
What's
he
that
won.
line from L? You're sitting on a throne of lies, mister.
Okay, then.
All right, moving on. The educating department, don't know who you are. Anybody else find it rather humorous, when Darian's doing the educating department, he starts off with something like, I am a rather attractive 17-year-old girl. You're like, what the fuck?
I don't
But
do
this
that on
time
purpose.
Darian's a lot lizard.
I am a
don't
lot
know.
lizard, yes.
But again, don't know who you are. So
Candyland.
get the fuck on. The what are you looking at department? I got to catch that flick Weapons.
Yeah, it's a good
that
one,
was
man.
a good fucking movie.
Right?
I guess it's by the same dudes who did Barbarians.
Correct.
Man, those guys
Kreger.
or that guy, director, writer, whatever, is like master of
Bad
fucking
motherfucker.
misdirection, man. You think you got one flick, and then you got totally different flicks, and it's not just the movie. I'm sure you've seen it. It's not just that. Oh, it's a twist or something like that. No, it's still a good, enjoyable movie.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got. Hope all is well. Congratulations, Dusty.
Congratulations.
Love you like family. Bye.
Love you too, Tom Hardy. Thanks for calling in. Congratulations, Dusty. Dusty, oh, you suck. Congratulations, whatever. He's a little bitter. I get it. But, dude, come on. I had the fish people, Monica. They were out in the first round. You see me complaining? No. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
You know what I got to do now? I got a 3D printer over here, Monica. I got to print out a Throne of Lies for Dusty. There's Pterodome trophy. He's going to love it. It'll probably look like a toilet bowl or something. I don't know. Monica, have you seen Weapons yet?
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
I enjoyed it.
It's a great show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had... I guess I was just like, where the fuck are these kids?
Yeah, and you couldn't help but feel bad for the teacher, who had nothing to do with anything, but she's getting blamed for it all.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Did you know that Aunt Gladys is married to Ed Harris?
Yes, we had this discussion because...
I know. It still boggles my mind.
Yeah, when she won the award, it showed... Everybody was like, do you know who her husband is for the last, 30 years? I was like, who is her husband? No way.
One of the handsomest dudes in Hollywood. And, Amy Madigan, I'm sorry. She is not attractive. Even in movies where she was supposed to be hot, she was not hot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just cannot see her as anything other than the bus driver from Streets of Fire. I know. I guess I'm the problem here, but I don't know. I don't see it. Anyway,
I don't see it either.
Monica, you got anything for Tim Allen or Tom Hardy?
Thanks, guys. Thanks always for writing or calling in and listening.
Absolutely. And for all you fuckers out there that are listening to this, and I know there's a lot of you, pick up the phone, why don't you? Area code 775-387-0275. Drop us an email. mail@paddedroompodcast.com. We need to make fun of you. And more importantly, we want you to make fun of us. Especially,
or tell us what movies that we're missing out on that we should watch.
Yeah, but nothing with Amy Madigan, because I don't even need any more of her. I don't feel like I need any more of her. All right, Monica, you ready to jump into the toolbox?
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Let's do it.
Linda Gittins, age 22. Valerie Hoffman, age 24. Mary Ann Stevens, age 21. They are all victims of the Toolbox Murders. The Toolbox Murders, a true story. Rated R.
That's right, inmates. It's the Toolbox Murders from 1978. This one got 5.2 stars on IMDb. Directed by Dennis Donnell, written by Neva Friedman, starring Cameron Mitchell, Pamela Ferdin, and Wesley Uri. Oh boy, I think Alan summed it up best. 70s slasher sleaze. That's a mouthful, but I can't think of three words that better encapsulate this movie. This is 1978 Los Angeles, which is like a strange new world to most of us. You know what I mean? You got a lot of shag carpeting. You got a lot of weird, spinster type horny broads that just seem to want to fuck everything all the time. You got a lot of teased hair and overly made up chicks. I think this was like the burgeoning Golden Dawn era of actual budgeted, scripted pornography right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Boogie Nights. This is Boogie Nights, really, is where I'm going with it. That's where we're at in this movie. We start off with a weird car ride through the streets of Los Angeles at night, with a weird cut to in the middle, which makes it look like we might have gotten in a car accident and the young lady may have died. But then we just continue on with the car ride, so we have to assume that was some kind of a flashback. From there, we're going to jump right to a apartment building. Well, I assume it was an apartment building. It looked more like I guess like maybe a motel, right? Or studio apartments.
I thought it was apartments too.
But it's just like a 2-story situation. Kind of reminded me of the apartments in The Karate Kid.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
You've never seen The Karate Kid?
No, I have not.
God damn it, Monica. All right. Anyway, and here we jump to our slasher dude, and we're going to spend a little time in Slasherville here. We just see a guy rolling up. He's got a toolbox on him, and we spend a lot of time looking at his feet, and then his gloved hands. We're kind of in Giallo territory a little bit. And then he uses a key to get into a young lady's apartment. Young being a very loose reference to this particular lady. He gets in there, and she's half in the bag. She's like, you finally showed up, huh? You were supposed to be here on Thursday. I called you on Monday. You're here on Thursday. And then he breaks out a cordless drill, but I don't think we had cordless drills in the 1970s. I think he had to plug that son of a bitch in, but I could be wrong. I'm not some kind of a power tool aficionado. Anyway, he chases her around her apartment and eventually kills her with this cordless drill. Using an auger bit, which I might add. Which will drill you a bigger hole, but if you're going to stop the motor on a cordless drill...
Oh, it came out in 1978.
The movie?
No.
The cordless drill?
Yes, I just Googled it.
Okay, that a girl. Look at you going. Look at Monica doing a fact check on me. Okay, so this would have been... Okay, that actually makes sense, because this had to have been a state-of-the-art innovation for 1978, which kind of makes sense when we find out who our killer is. Okay, I'll sign off on it. It's a cordless drill, everybody. And he chases her around the apartment, drills some holes in her bathroom door for her, and eventually kills her with the cordless drill. Okay, that's gnarly. From there, we're going to cut immediately to another apartment, I think just upstairs from the first apartment, where we have a very hot young lady. I think she was going to take a shower, but she forgot that she left her clothes in the shower. So, wearing a white shirt and no bra, she had to jump into the shower to get her clothes out of the shower, leaving a wet t-shirt type of a situation going on. Wildly unnecessary, but whatever. And I can tell you for a fact, chicks do not do this. Why is their clothes hanging in the shower? Number one. Number two, if they are hanging in the shower, you turn the shower off, and then you get the clothes out of there, right? You don't jump in there fully clothed to get the... whatever, man. I get what we're doing. This is sleazy 70s horror, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you get. That, of course, leads to a nude scene of her getting out of her wet, sopping, see-through shirt, white shirt with her nipples poking out just so slightly in the closet. At that point, our killer shows up there as well. Bangs on the door. In a weird move, he chases her around, knocks her out, then takes her unconscious body out to a stairwell where he murders her there with a hammer to the face, as Alan alluded to, and then picks her up and takes her back into her apartment. Did that make any sense to you, Monica?
No, it did not.
I don't know why we had to go through all that, burn all those extra calories, if you're the killer. Now, at this point, it's also worth mentioning that we did get a glimpse of the killer. And by a glimpse, I mean we saw him put a ski mask on incorrectly. He's got both of his eyes looking out of one of the eye holes on the ski mask.
Yeah.
What is going on with the ski mask and this fucking retard trying to pull it off?
I thought it was just me. I was like, is he looking at the wrong eye hole?
I don't know what he's doing with the ski mask, Monica. He doesn't know how to use the damn thing, clearly. Get a life, bro. Whatever. Anyway, he takes the body of the hot, wet t-shirt girl, puts it back in her apartment, which is very strange. From there, the young lady's roommate shows up, at which point he accosts her as well, chases her around a little bit, and then stabs her, kills her, with what appears to be a keyhole file, which normally does not have a pointed end. And again, I'm not some kind of a tool nerd, but I guess if you were in prison, you probably could stab somebody with one of these. I'm sure there's a knife somewhere in that apartment, just saying. But this is the Toolbox Murders, not the kitchen utility drawer murders. So we'll stick with the keyhole file there. Excellent. That's what we're doing. So now we got 1, 2, 3 people dead in this apartment complex. So now we're going to cut to the big police investigation. Here they come, and they're checking things out. We meet our cops. They seem to have some idea of what's going on. They come in. They find the dead spinster downstairs, the 2 dead hot chicks upstairs. They start questioning people. They bring in the building owner. I think he was the owner. And this is where we're going to meet a horror veteran by the name of Cameron Mitchell. You recognize this guy, Monica?
He looked familiar.
He looks like a game show host, I think, is the best way to describe. He looks like every friend of your dad's that came over just to yell at you, is the vibe that I got from him. I don't know why that resonated so much with me, but he's been in a lot of horror movies, a lot of 70s like schlock movies. He was originally got his star power by doing westerns. So when he was a young man, I think he was much more athletic and possibly better looking and with better hair. But here he comes, and he is playing the building owner, and he's like, "Oh my God, I don't know how this happened. This is a secure building, you understand. I check and I double check. I do background checks. I check everybody. I check everything that comes in and out of this building. Nothing gets past me. I have no idea how this happened." Now, one thing that I did not mention about our killer, when he puts the ski mask on, you don't really see his face, but you do see that he has very noticeable crow's feet coming out of his eyes. And that's the very first thing I noticed about Cameron Mitchell. I think we can pretty much definitively say who our killer is here, folks. And I'm not wrong, just in case you're wondering, in case you haven't seen this movie. All right, so he plays a guy by the name of Vance Bleeker, and he's the building owner. So he's like, "Oh my God, I don't know what happened. How could it possibly have happened here in my building?" Now we're going to cut to the very next night, where we're going to meet some tenants that live upstairs. We have a single mom who I thought was, well, I'll just be honest. I thought she was pilled up because she's like laying in bed the entire movie. You know what I'm talking about, Monica?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that we had the, the painkiller epidemic that we have now. And they do a good job of trying to explain it. But she appears to be like in her late 50s, I think. And she's a single mom. She's got 2 teenage kids, Joey and Melissa. And they seem to be good kids, but mom's a lazy sack of shit and she never gets out of bed. So they're like, "Hey, Mom, there's cops all over the place. What's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, don't bother me. I'm so tired. I'm going to make you breakfast, but I can't. Just fuck it. Make your own breakfast." So I'm thinking she's on medication of some sort. I don't know. But regardless, we meet these 2 kids. They're good kids for the most part, as the police are questioning everybody. We see Melissa make her way to school. Joey, I think, is a little bit older, and he's kind of I don't know. He's like that 18, aloof, kind of don't have a job, don't have to go to school, kind of fucking off. Very Spicoli vibes I got from Joey. You with me on that, Monica?
Yep.
And he is in the right place for Spicoli vibes, because now we're going to cut to our next set of murder victims. And as Alan alluded to, our next one is a smoking hot redhead who likes to parade around her apartment naked and dancing in her underwear just before she does a full-on beat-off session in her bathtub, which apparently was the real deal, if you understand what I'm saying, from what Alan says. She's pretty hot to trot, and apparently this young lady went on to a adult film star career. I could see that in the 70s. I mean, she's not anything that I would do a Google search on X videos for or anything like that. I'm looking more for something with implants, if you understand what I'm saying. But enough about me, Monica, because in the midst of this double-clicking the mouse session, our killer walks in, and he's got a very strange nail gun situation. It looked like some kind of a pump-action... it almost looked more like a staple gun to me. What do you think?
I would agree, a staple gun, too. I wasn't quite sure. I was like,
Well, sure. Okay. I don't know what year the air compressor nail gun was invented, but this thing looked like some kind of a single action. I mean, okay, if we're getting into the toolbox and we're looking for a murder weapon, you got hammers, obviously. You got, crowbars. I'm sure that'll do some damage. This thing looks like it came out of QVC, and you could buy it in 3 easy payments of $19.99. It's like a single action. You got to break the barrel, and then you got to load another nail into it, and then you reload it, and you cock it, and then you got to aim your shot. I don't think you can find a slower weapon to use. And to really hammer that point home, we are going to get a complete tour of this young lady's apartment as he's chasing her with this stupid thing, firing a volley of rounds off into her upholstery, into her bric-a-brac, into various small items that she's used to decorate her apartment, before he finally hits pay dirt and catches her one right in the kidney. Now, at one point, and this is a very long and drawn-out process, and this kill scene takes, I don't know, probably a good 10 minutes off the runtime, because first we have her masturbating in the bathtub, then we have the big chase scene with the bubble bath, and then we have her on her knees on the bed, begging, offering him all kinds of gratification, to which, of course, he is not interested because he's...
No, why didn't he just have sex with her?
Because he's...
man.
Dude, it takes him 15 minutes to reload this stupid air gun thing that he's got. He doesn't have time for that kind of shit, Monica. He's got to reattach the air hose. He's got to fire up the compressor again. He's got to cock that thing, find another nail to stick in there. Dude, I could have beat off twice in the time it took him to kill this broad. Eventually, she goes into some kind of a stunned catatonic thing in which he just puts it up to her forehead and pops her one right in the head with the nail compressor staple gun, whatever you want to call it. Very, very sad, very traumatic. All the cops go running to that apartment to try to figure out what her problem is. While that's going on, our killer runs upstairs to single mom's apartment, where he kidnaps Melissa, the younger daughter.
Yes.
That is very scary, and he's still in his ski mask, so that's also very traumatic. Now we have a full-on investigation because the cops have 3 dead bodies, all attached to this one apartment building, and one kidnapped young lady. So the first person they want to question is her brother Joey.
Wasn't it Lori that got kidnapped?
Was it Lori? I thought her name was Melissa for some reason.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Lori Ballard was Joey's sister.
We'll go with Lori from now on.
Okay.
Joey comes home. He's like, hey, where's my sister? I don't know. Calls the cops. They show up, start questioning people. Joey's like, hey, man, I don't know what happened. I came home and the chain was broke on the door and Lori was gone, and then we found the dead girl downstairs. And now the cops are questioning Joey. He's like, I don't know. Why don't you go find my sister? And they're like, yeah, whatever, bro. They kind of are under the impression that Lori witnessed the murder of the porn star, got scared, and ran away, which would make sense, I guess, in 1970s logic. Joey is not convinced. He's like, oh, she's out there somewhere. So him and his mom kind of take a very laissez-faire approach to finding Lori. Mom just goes back to work, and this is where we find out that she's a waitress at a very strange nightclub bar. I'm pretty sure that was a gay bar, Monica. A lot of dudes. I didn't see a lot of ladies dancing in that bar. I'm not saying it's a gay bar. Maybe it was just, the wrong night of the week to show up, but I didn't see. There was a lot of mustaches and a lot of velour shirts.
You're actually right. I thought it was a gay bar too.
Okay, all right.
Because I saw that too, and I'm not going to say out loud what I was actually thinking, but yes.
You now have to say out loud what you were actually thinking.
Oh no!
Oh yes, you do. Yeah, no, you have to now. All right. Well, anyway, you pervert. So I think that's what we're going to have to write Mom's laissez-faire approach to her daughter off to, is that she just works all night long at this gay bar as a waitress, and that's why she's tired all day and she can't get out of bed to make her kids breakfast because she's been up all night. Not, in fact, the Xanax addiction that I thought it was earlier in the film. So much for my faith in humanity. Anyway, at this point, Joey's going to launch his own little investigation, Monica. He's going to become Fred, Shaggy, and Scooby, and he's going to go jump in the murder mystery machine, and he's going to figure out where his sister is. So his first stop on the road to tracking down the killer is the porn star's apartment. He goes down there, and he's like, oh, what's going on here? Let me see if there's any clues. And he runs into a guy named Kent, who gave me some serious Ted Bundy vibes. I don't know if it was just like because he was a little too good looking, or maybe it was just the pictures I had seen of Ted Bundy, or maybe it was like, I don't know. I kind of felt like there was about to be a gay thing happening, because both their shirts were really tight, and they're both in this apartment together, and they're like, hey, you want to...
It kind of felt like it.
Right? And the jeans are all tight. Everything's tight on both these dudes. And, hey, let's come in here and check out her bedroom. Yeah. And then they find a dildo, Monica. Now, that could have gone a lot of different ways. Luckily, they do the exact same thing that I would have done, which is throw it at each other. Hey, look at this. Oh, gross. Get that off me. But we find out that Kent is actually the nephew of Vance, who owns the building, and Kent has been hired to clean up the crime scene so that they can get these apartments ready to rent again. And he's going to pay Joey a couple bucks just to help him out, get the bloodstains off the wall. They got to repaint the place and all that shit. And in the meantime, Joey's like, hey, man, you want to help me find my sister or not? And Kent's like, yeah, sure, I guess. He's like, here's what we need. We need some acetone, some sulfur, and some benzate, and we're going to cut the police caution tape, and we're going to reseal it, because we got to get into the spinster's apartment and see what she had down there. And, once we do our investigation, we might figure out who's got my sister. So Kent is like, yeah, okay, sure, let's do that. And from this point in the movie forward, we're going to kind of jump out of Slasherville and jump into more like cop drama. Because now we're kind of more like in NCISU territory. We get a lot of police procedural stuff. Not a lot. In fact, I don't think there's any more killing until the very end from this point in the movie forward.
Yeah, it was all talking.
All talking and police crap and questioning and where's my sister, where's my daughter. That's fine. It's all building up to the big crescendo. And I'm going to skip a lot of this crap because let's be honest, it doesn't really matter. Make a long story short, Kent and Joey kind of go on a little buddy adventure where they go back to Vance's house to get some stuff. They find a bunch of chemicals and paint in his garage. Vance is there, and he's like, I was just about to make something to eat. Here's $40. Get the fuck out of here. And that's where we find out that Vance actually has Lori, and he's got her tied up in his guest room. And the flashback we saw at the beginning of the car accident was actually Vance's daughter, Kathy, which would be Kent's cousin. And she died in the car accident, and Vance has been very cuckoo bananas ever since. And he saw Lori and kind of saw her as like a reincarnation of Kathy, which is why he abducted her. And then in the throes of him like daughterizing, I guess, for lack of a better word, Lori, he's like, you know, there's evil in this dirty world, and you got to get rid of the evil and the dirt, and you got to clean it all off, and I'm going to sing a song to you now. Sometimes I feel like a baby without a mother. He does not have a singing voice, by the way. Anyway, it's very weird and creepy and borderline incestuous, but Vance has gone cuckoo bananas. He thinks that Lori is the reincarnation of Kathy, so he's got her tied up in the guest room, and he's like giving her baby dolls and bringing her sandwiches and stuff, and Lori is scared out of her mind. Kent, we think, kind of figures it out for a hot second, but then he doesn't let her go. He just hauls ass. Okay, interesting. Joey, on the other hand, is like, well, I can't find my sister, so I'm just going to clean these apartments and maybe make a few dollars here. So he goes back to Vance's garage, where he kind of starts snooping around and finding like weird toys and shit. And then he's like, hey, wait a minute, where's my fucking sister? And that's when Kent comes in, beats him up a little bit, and then lights him on fire. So, interesting. But we don't know that Kent is in on the Lori abduction. We do know that Vance has killed all the hot chicks in the apartment and abducted Lori. We don't know how Kent plays a part in this. So from Lori's perspective, who's tied up in the guest room, Kent comes in while Vance is doing his weird you're my daughter routine on her, and he's like, oh, Vance, that's not Kathy, that's Lori. And he's like, no, it's Kathy, my daughter. And Kent is like, no, your daughter Kathy, my cousin, we were having sex with each other because we were really into each other. Oh, God. And Vance is like, no, you dirty bird. Oh! He gets like into a weird kitchen skirmish situation, which is like, I would say like 75% them like staring at each other and doing a bunch of dirty talk. We made love, Vance. We made love like animals on a beach. And Cameron Mitchell is like, no, this is my daughter, you dirty fucker. And then eventually Kent grabs a knife and Vance tries to take it away from him, which cuts his hand all up. And somehow it gets plunged into Vance and Vance gets killed. So now you have Kent left alone with Lori. So you're thinking for a second here, Kent is going to do the right thing. He goes in there. He goes in there and he starts like cutting Lori loose. And she's like, oh, thank God, Kent, get me the fuck out of here. My feet hurt. And he's like, no. And then he basically just rapes her. And then from there, they wake up the next morning and he's like, we're married now, you know, me and you. We're married the way that Kathy and I were married because we had sex, so now we're married. And Lori's just got that 1,000-yard stare, and she's like, oh, you killed everybody, didn't you? You killed Joey. And he's like, Joey went away, and Uncle Vance went away, and everybody else went away. And she's like, you killed everybody. And then you just see her staring at a pair of scissors, and then the very last shot of the movie is her like walking across a parking lot with blood all down her shirt, carrying the scissors. So we have to assume that she killed Kent. And that's pretty much the end of your movie.
Thank God.
Oh, what did you think of the Toolbox Murders, Monica?
I'm a little upset because I thought the Toolbox Killers were the two guys who were picking up teenagers that were hitchhiking and murdered them with tools. But this story was not about that.
You're thinking of the actual true crime Toolbox
Yes.
Murders, right? Yeah, which, yes. Yeah, and like in the as the trailer alluded, based on a true story, to a very limited extent. Because you're right, and I know exactly what you're talking about, but this has nothing to do with that, other than it vaguely involves a toolbox and some very strange tools.
And I kept looking too. I was like, do I have the right movie? Am I looking at something that's not even going to be right? Because, yeah, you're right. This movie had nothing to do with that.
No. This is 70s sleaze slasher stuff. It's fine. It's the slasher action is done probably in the first hour. But
yes,
you get plenty of TNA. There's some hot chicks involved, some legit masturbation from what Alan says, so that's kind of cool.
Did you recognize who Kent was?
No, I feel like I should have, though. Who was that guy?
You are going to kick yourself. So I kept looking at him, too, and I was like, God, he's really cute. Who is he?
I kept thinking he was Ted Bundy.
No, he was the kid off of Land of the Lost.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
From the 70s show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no wonder. I kept staring at him going, where do I know him from?
I thought he was like one of the Partridge Family or something.
No.
No? All right.
From the Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost. I was kind of close, vaguely. I don't know. It's a sleazy movie, man. I think that's the best way to describe it. But this is the kind of films that came out of
the 70s.
The 70s, L.A. This movie was thrown together probably in a couple of weeks. They went to the local strip club, found out who would be willing to get naked for a couple $100, and they got those chicks in front of the camera, killed them off, and now we have the Toolbox Murders. So I would say it's not bad, but you have to know that it is exactly what you think it is. It's 70s sleazoid cinema at its finest.
And now that I have, because I never seen this version, but now thinking of the remake, because I really, we'll talk about the remake, but I see now how it compares.
I would say, we'll get more into this next week, but the remake is much more of a horror film, I would say.
Yes, it is. I really enjoyed that one.
I agree. This is more beat-off material than anything else, I would say.
But you should watch this one just so you understand, and then when you watch the remake, you can go, "Oh, okay, I get it." Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Monica, I say we take ourselves a little break, and when we come back, we are going to drop something brand new on your bitch asses. I hope you're ready for that, inmates, because it's coming.
Down your opponents in
professional grade soft.
Hey inmates, if you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you motherfuckers are ready, because we have a brand spanking new segment we are about to drop on your bitch asses. There's a new show out there, Monica. It's floating around. Maybe some of you people have heard of it. It's called Something Very Bad Is About to Happen.
Something very bad is going to happen.
Yes.
And here we are with episode 1. It's called Never Take a Knee. And it is I've got a special, I've just brought a special guest in studio to join us for this episode, Monica. May I introduce you to Mrs. Brock?
Hi.
Mrs. Brock.
Mrs. Brock is in the house for this one. And I am going to present to you a very strange, I guess, situation of life imitating art, because there are so many similarities to what we saw in this first episode to a trip that Mrs. Brock and I took 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
2 weeks ago now. Very strange. So it's called Something Very Bad Is About to Happen. It's on streaming presently on Netflix, brought to us by the Duffer Brothers, who are the same two guys that brought us Stranger Things. It is considered a horror series. It's not an anthology. It's episodic. And the first episode kicks off with two young lovers on their way to get married. Right, Monica?
Yes.
And they're going through... I don't know where exactly they are. One of the addresses on one of the envelopes, we'll get to that in a second, said New York. So I'm assuming they're headed to or from New York, or maybe one of them is from New York. I can't say for sure. What do you think?
I wasn't sure, because I felt like they were driving forever, but I could have sworn I saw Texas somewhere in there.
Well, you're right, but it's that truck, the just married truck. I think it had Texas plates on it. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But regardless, and this is where life kind of imitates art. Mrs. Brock and I took a road trip 2 weeks ago to Oregon, and what we did on the way there was listen to murder podcasts, not unlike the couple in this series. And they broke into a murder podcast about a fictional character that owned a series of ice cream stores or something like that killed 3 chicks. And they were enamored by it.
Oh, yes.
Now, Mrs. Brock and I listened to a murder podcast about Jimmy Savile, who I don't think probably did kill somebody along the way, but was more of a child molester type of a dude. And that's what we listened to on our way to our destination on our road trip. Right, Mrs. Brock?
Yep.
And he was a creepy dude.
Yeah.
And just, funky. We listened to last podcast on the left. That was our go-to on the way up there.
Yeah, and he passed away before anything ever happened to him.
Yeah, skipped prosecution in any way.
They have like 600 counts of allegations against him, and they don't even think that that's half of it, and nothing happened, and he got to die a peaceful death without anything, and he molested anywhere from like 8-year-olds all the way to like 84-year-olds.
Nasty individual.
Disgusting, and he is disgusting looking. Like, oh my God, his outfit and his hair. Ugh.
Now, that brings us to the next point in this road trip for our young lovers. They go to a rest stop in which they find what appears to be an abandoned baby, which then sends them...
In a car.
Which sends them off into a side adventure. Now, Mrs. Brock and I also had a weird little encounter in which we stopped at a gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to enlighten them, Mrs. Brock?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, well, we both had to pee really, really bad. And I think we were maybe an hour and a half outside of Reno. We stop at a gas station, and the power is completely out.
Well, the guy is like meeting us at the gas station.
Yeah, he
We're
comes
like,
out to meet us.
Okay, that's weird. We don't need help. Like, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We also parked at the pump because
Yeah.
there wasn't really any place to park. And we go, then they come out and they look at us. They're like, cash only.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we just really have to pee. And so they're like,
Okay.
yeah, I guess you
Okay.
could use the bathroom.
Go ahead, yes.
Yeah.
So we're in there with our cell phone lights trying to find the toilet in the bathroom. Now, not unlike, well, I mean, somewhat unlike, because we didn't find an abandoned baby or anything, but our young couple finds an abandoned baby. The young lady, Rachel, goes back to find help, where she goes to what appears to be a completely abandoned dive bar. And there's not a lot much creepier than an abandoned dive bar, Monica. I'm sure you've been in many of them in your day.
A few.
Shocking. But what the creepiest part about this is that this looks very much like a happening bar that just happens to be completely and totally empty in this moment. Except, of course, for quote-unquote Benjamin, the bartender, who is not actually Benjamin. It's a young lady, and we find out that Benjamin hung himself in the men's room.
And they were too cheap to buy another name tag, so they just let her wear it.
Tragic. She goes, and she has to pee also, and ends up getting peeped on in the stall. We luckily did not get peeped on.
Thank God. We locked the door and we went in the stall together. I wasn't going in by myself.
There were no stalls in that bathroom. It was just a big bathroom. But the one at the dive bar had stalls. She gets peeped on by an old man. She goes running out of there.
She also finds a Barbie shoe.
Oh, the Barbie shoe, yeah, which links to the
Podcast.
ice cream cone killer, or whatever it was.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very creepy.
Yeah.
From there, she calls them. They call gets the cops from the bartender. The cops agree to meet her back at the rest stop after she stabs the old guy in the hand with her keys.
It's the same old guy that was peeping on her.
Yeah.
And then she gets a gumball out of the gumball machine.
Yeah. Well, she's stalling.
She's trying.
Yeah, trying to look like she's not terrified, which she actually is.
And then she stabs him in the hand.
Yes, and then hauls ass back to the rest stop where she left her fiance and the abandoned baby. Gets there. Luckily, the family of the abandoned baby came back just in time to punch the fiance in the face. Luckily, I did not get punched in the face at any point in our trip.
Close.
Yeah, very close.
He's got a mouth on him.
I do. It's my fault. But this is where things get completely crazy because they make it to the fiance's little cabin in the woods, which is actually this palatial estate. And Mrs. Brock and I made it to our destination. And the funny thing is that during this weird nightmare sequence that Rachel, the young lady, has in her fiance's palatial cabin in the woods estate, she gets up in the middle of the night and starts walking around, and wouldn't you know it, what T-shirt is she wearing, honey?
She's wearing the Timberline Lodge.
Timberline Lodge, which is exactly where I took Mrs. Brock 2 weeks ago. Can you believe that shit, Monica?
Well, if that isn't a coincidence.
Right. Meant to be.
Fucking A, man. I saw that last night, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, honey. Come look at this. She was taking a dump at the time. She had to hop off the toilet.
Whoa, sir, I was not.
And that is bizarro. But basically, to get back to the story, and enough about me and my Mrs. Brock here, it is very creepy. We get to make a long story short, she goes and she finds the fiance's borderline catatonic, very senile mother kind of wandering around the next morning where she was, quote unquote, getting the mail. And in the mail, one of the, save the dates got returned to sender. And when she opened it, it said, "Do not marry him." And that was pretty creepy. But the night before, just after they arrived at the palatial estate, Rachel, the young lady, was kind of walking around and she stumbled upon some of the siblings where we got the big story of the quote-unquote sorry man. Is that right? or Mr. Sorry. What was his name, Monica?
I thought it was the Sorry Man.
I think
too.
you're right. I think it was the Sorry Man. But basically, she tells the story of the Sorry Man and the older brother of the fiancé, who at some point in his early childhood wandered into the surrounding woods and saw a kind of fat old guy dismember a young lady, and he kept apologizing to her the whole time. And there's like this urban legend of the quote-unquote sorry man who thinks that his wife is hidden inside of another woman somewhere in this region, so he keeps kidnapping ladies and cutting them open trying to find his wife and apologizing to them the whole time, thus the sorry man.
Yes, it is the Sorry Man.
Okay.
And then before that, though, when she's at the bar, the dive bar, the guy grabs her wrist and checks out her engagement ring, and he says, like, are you sure he's the one?
Yeah. So, and to be fair, the description of the sorry man was not that dissimilar from the guy at the dive bar. So that could be something. But that was episode 1 of Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. How do you feel about the show so far, Monica? Oh, no? Uh-oh. Not looking good, inmates. Telling you right now. Too much talking?
No, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I actually think she's pretty cute. He's pretty cute, so it works for me.
Okay.
But
no major flaws with these two? That's good.
No, but in the first episode, we did miss the part that they did get to the house, the cabin.
Right.
And she did get to meet his family. Remember?
Well, yeah, the siblings in the kitchen, and it's dude. This family is fucked up. I'm going to tell you right now. This thing with the stuffed dogs. What's up with that?
That would be me.
You're going to stuff your dogs. Well, of course you are. I don't know why I even.
If I could,
It's expensive to get a dog stuffed.
I know.
I don't know what the going rate on that is, but I'm sure it's not cheap. Yeah, they stuff their dogs, and you're not allowed to make eye contact with the stuffed dogs. And they have a family portrait hanging right when you walk in. And if for whatever reason, like you get a divorce, they'll paint over you with the new wife, which is also kind of weird.
Do they move the stuffed dog around? Is that why it was in the hallway when she came out of the door?
We don't know.
Oh.
But you're right. One of the stuffed dogs was poised, like at the end of the hallway. But that might have been a nightmare. I don't know. It's kind of hard to... It was very avant-garde.
I thought that was a real dog.
Oh, you think so? It didn't. It didn't move.
There is
a living dog though somewhere in that house because we saw it when she comes around the corner. So
that's why I thought the dog was just like standing there or sitting there or staring, like not making a move.
And it's also worth mentioning that, like at the very beginning of this episode, there's like a weird montage of them actually getting married and saying their vows, and then there's like a cut to just blood running up and down the hallways, and that fucking at the rest stop, somebody killed a dog and shoved it in the toilet. That was gnarly too. So there's a lot of gore. There's actually much more gore in this episode than I alluded to. So you can take that for what it's worth. It's pretty gnarly.
And I don't want to get ahead, but remember when they were in the restaurant, he was talking about the ice cream shop, and she actually drew the picture of the
mascot. Yeah,
and he was like, "How did you know that? How did you know that's what it looked like?"
Did you get ahead of this show on us, Monica? You better be honest. You did, you bitch.
I just prefaced that whole thing by not to get ahead.
She got it. She's jumping ahead on us. God damn it!
No,
you're fired.
I'm bringing up the little things that are going to be important to you.
Bullshit.
No, that's what it is. Likely excuse. There was that part with his parents when the dad comes to like save the mom.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm probably never going to see you again."
Probably never going to see you again.
Yeah,
that was before she opened the envelope.
Yeah. So creepy stuff. I got some very serious. I would say like Until Dawn vibes from this place, just because it's so snowed in and it's very like huge. It's big. It's very.
I thought it was cool.
Oh yeah, dude! It looks just like the inside of the Timberline Lodge when you walk in.
Yeah, that would be cool to be snowed in there for about a week.
We were snowed in there for like 3 hours, but it wasn't. I mean, we could have left if we really wanted to. We were just too drunk, and the food was great, so we decided not to. So I guess we weren't really snowed in, but it was still pretty awesome. All right, well, it's exciting. I'm into it, man. I can't wait for episode 2. We'll bring that to you next week. But now, Monica, I think it's time for a round of What Are You Looking At?
Oh, boy.
What are you looking at?
Hey, guess what I'm looking at this week, Monica?
What were you looking at?
4 flag football games, 18 miles, some pretty serious blisters, about 9 movies that I started and never got to finish, and some road rash right in the crotch area. That's all I got to look at. Please tell me you got something better than that.
I got 3 things in.
Okay.
I got to check out this ridiculous movie called Dolly.
So that just popped up on Shudder. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I heard it's very grindhouse. Would you agree?
I will agree in the way that it was filmed.
Okay.
But
I'm not a huge fan of killer dolls. That's why I'm not running to see this.
Well, it's not even a killer doll.
Okay.
I mean, I almost felt like I was watching the dude from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but wearing a dress.
He wore a dress sometimes.
Well, I know he wore a dress, but this thing had a doll mask on.
Okay.
And I didn't even know if it was a man or a woman under there.
All right.
Stifler played in it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, he had about 20 minutes in the movie.
Yeah.
The dude from Butterfly Effect was in it.
Ashton Kutcher?
No, the big fat guy that lost weight.
Oh, oh, fuck. I know his name. Yeah.
That guy played in it.
Ethan Sunders.
Yes. And I don't know. It was, honestly, I don't think anybody should watch this.
Okay, that's fair. I saw it, and it was like another killer doll. I don't think I need to watch it. But from the sounds of it, it's more of a dude dressed up as a doll, and that's not really pulling me in either. So,
yeah, and I think there was one kill scene at the beginning of the movie, and then the rest was just the doll person trying to keep this woman as his baby doll.
Bleh. That almost sounds more like Incident in a Ghostland.
And, no, that movie, rocked.
Yeah, this sounds like a dumber version.
Yeah. And then I watched that new one on Netflix called Apex.
I was looking at that. How's that?
Very good.
Cool.
Very good movie. And then I was super excited because I watched They Will Kill You.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Cool. It looks good. It looks really good. Zazie Beetz in that one.
I almost got the vibe from that one, like I was oh my God. I just spaced the name because we were talking about it with the parole officer. The vampire movie with Salma Hayek.
Dusk Till Dawn?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can watch it because I really enjoyed it.
I will get to that at some point.
Yeah, and that's all I watched.
Okay, very cool. How about some immersion therapy then?
Immersion therapy.
Bloodstar from 2024, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. I felt like a lot of it was just kind of like broke down drama. You know what I mean? Like the cop starts fucking with her. I get it. He takes her phone and then he shoots out her tire and then mysteriously fixes her car for her and gives it back to her, which was kind of weird. But at the end, it kind of makes sense because it's like this big game thing for him. It felt. What was that fucking movie we watched? Where it was like the same thing, but she gets possessed by like a Native American warrior and starts scalping the Avenged. Was that it?
Oh, no, you're talking about Revenge.
No, Revenge was the rape revenge one.
Oh, okay.
With Matilda Lutz. There's one where...
she was the blonde chick, right?
Yeah. And she I think she was like deaf or something. And then she gets killed, but then she gets possessed by like a Native American Apache scalp hunter, and he comes back and jacks all the dudes up. Kind of had that kind of a vibe. But I enjoyed it. I got a kick out of the young lady. I thought she was fun, with all of her wise ass comments and stuff like that.
I felt like I was kind of watching The Hitcher.
Yeah, get that vibe too.
You are right. You are thinking of Avenged from 2013.
2013. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Apache Warrior.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. You kind of know what you're getting into right from the get-go. This cop is here. He's some kind of a lunatic. He's going to fuck with this broad. But they pretext that all within the first 30 seconds where we see him doing it to the first chick. So once we get that out of the way, and then here comes this new hot young chick, and we know exactly what's going to happen to her, and we got a pretty good idea of how it's going to end. It's just a matter of how much fun we're going to have in the meantime. In this case, I thought it was a pretty good time because she had some pretty funny lines. She looked good in a tank top. And when she gets her comeuppance, or the cop, I should say, gets his comeuppance, it's kind of worth it. What did you think, Monica?
Oh, God, this movie annoyed me.
What was so annoying about it?
First off, a Ford Pinto like that, you can't drive 100 miles an hour. That thing would have overheated and broke down. And I'm watching her drive the way she is. I'm like, yeah, okay, if this is 2024, that you wouldn't be driving that car like that, honey. And I just, yeah.
Okay, mechanic Monica. Thanks for breaking it down for us. Actually, the tire tread on the automobile being driven would have given out at about 24 psi. No, I get it, man. You can't be a stickler for details in these things, though. But I mean, you're right. That car was a POS and probably had no business being in the New Mexico desert for sure.
I just was like, you should have listened to your sister. You should have went home.
Yeah, exactly. But, if you listen to your sister, then we're never going to have a horror movie, Monica.
That's true.
Let's see here. All right, Monica, whatever, man. It's another road trip gone bad as far as I'm concerned. What do you got for us this week on the immersion therapy?
We are going to check out Cabin 28 from 2017. You could find it on Tubi, and this one is based on a true story.
That happened less than an hour from where I'm presently sitting, just so you know.
Yes, and it involves a hammer.
Yes, it does. So we may get more Cannibal Corpse next week, just so you know, inmates. Check that shit out if you have time. We'll do the same in Compare Notes next week. In the meantime, it's time for a round of Who is Daddy?
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week. Well, I am a bit of a truck stop prostitute, as they say. And I know Tom Hardy loves hearing me say that. Everything was going swimmingly. I was making a decent living, I guess, as far as that line of work goes. Everything kind of got weird when a young lady got dropped off here, and she decided she wanted to investigate our line of work. And turns out she was a bit of a, I guess you'd say, a deep cover operative for a faction of ne'er-do-wells, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but things are going to get very bloody before the end of this. I am, of course, Candyland, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
That paints a very rosy picture of truck stop prostitutes, of lot lizards. I should just call them lot lizards. But I've seen one or two in my day, and they don't look anything like any of the young ladies in that movie.
No, they don't.
Even remotely, even close to the young ladies in that movie.
And not even the ones that are in Las Vegas.
No. So if you're getting your panties in a bunch, inmates, thinking you're going to head on down to the Dipsy Dive to have yourself a Saturday night, I'm going to tell you, don't get your hopes up. That's not what you're going to find. What you're going to find is chlamydia, and you're going to need to get some shots and possibly get your bore punched if you're going to go down that route. All right. Enough about that shit. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, inmates, I am on my way to a romantic, I would say romantic getaway with my girlfriend here. And everything is going swimmingly, but we are a bit on the outs. She's a little bit older than I am. That's creating some friction. She has different expectations of our relationship. That's creating other friction and frictuous situations. We're not getting along as well as we should be. We're kind of hoping that this romantic getaway at a Airbnb cabin situation is going to fix things. God damn if we don't get there and there's another couple thinking that they're going to rent the same cabin that we are. All right, well, it's a big place, so we can work it out. But then my motherfucking boyfriend, yes, I am a female, goes missing. Or actually, no, I'm the male, aren't I? I go missing, actually, in the middle of the night. And the reason why I went missing is because the other couple happens to be part of a religious cult. Well, I guess more of a science biology cult in a weird way. And they've got some pretty crazy ideas about how to cure things that I may be afflicted with. And now my older girlfriend is in a panic trying to find me. Who might I be, you ask, inmates? Tune in next week and I'll drop some knowledge on you. In the meantime, I think that's about going to do it for us. Monica, you got anything else on the week?
No, that'll do it. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys very much, as always, for tuning in and listening. It means a lot to us. If you have time, drop a like, a comment, or a subscribe wherever you found this show. That helps our visibility quite a bit. We do have a Patreon campaign running. If anybody gives a shit, just head on over to paddedroompodcast.com. Find all the info you need there, plus our T-Villain links and any other thing you're looking for regarding us. Join us next week for the 2013 remake of Toolbox Murders, starring Angela Bettis. Sometimes I think she's hot. Sometimes I think she's just annoying. I can't make up my mind most of the time. Oh shit! Mrs. Brock is back in the room. Join us for that next week, inmates. In the meantime, for Dusty in absentia, for chicks who are actually masturbating in the bathtub when you think that they're just acting like they're masturbating. For the weird things you could find in a toolbox in 1978, and the process you have to go through to use those items, and the Padded Room Podcast, I'm afraid visiting hours are over.
Goodbye.
The truth and dare was a drug for the first time.